Hey everybody, this is Bill Murphy here with MMORPG.com again, and I am live from the Secret World beta once more, and we are in the middle of London. Yay! So you can tell by the double-decker bus, the terrible food, sorry Adam Tingle, and the incredibly awesome ancient architecture. This is where the Templars will start the game, and sort of you'll get your bearings, you'll do the Tokyo flashback sort of area. And while I can't really show you too much about the quests that are going on here because we've been asked not to share the spoilers, and again, I don't want to share the spoilers. I think that would ruin the point of a great story-based game. I just wanted to give you a look of the land here. This is where the Templars sort of hang out, and this is sort of your home base as a Templar. Look at that, I discovered Temple Court. So that's an achievement right there. Here you go. Explore London. Got the Temple Court. Have tons more to do. You got the Templar flags hanging everywhere. Lots of sweet cars. How come they don't make those in America, honestly? Oh, and this is a lore spot. These are the kind of things that are littered throughout the world. Again, they'll add to your lore catalog. All part of the achievement system. See these beautiful, beautiful buildings. Your base here, guards stationed everywhere. Don't mind my yellow Doc Mart or Chuck Taylors either. And I'm going to stop the recording here because as soon as I walk in here, this guy's going to start his rant. But I wanted you to sort of see just the giant Gothic architecture that they've built for the game. Very beautiful. You get a real sense of the ancient history and sort of stuck-up nature of the righteous Templars. I like it a lot. I don't know why. It sort of appeals to me. I think I'm going to move to a giant old castle myself one day, or maybe a cathedral. Okay, Richard Sonak has gone ahead and done his story-based questline thing. I'm free to record again, so I wanted to show you guys his office here. Tell me, I don't know about you, but by day I'm a government worker and my office is just not this big or beautiful or red. But I wanted to show you how you interact with NPCs in the game. So each of them, one that you can talk to anyway, will have this sort of little red bubble around their name. You click on it and it pulls up this context-sensitive menu. And you can ask them questions about themselves and everything like that, and it's fully voiced.
You'll find the locals outside of Temple Court to be a motley crew, but they are harmless. Mostly harmless. They are under our protection and no better than to mess on our red carpet.
And what does he think about the Illuminati?
I'll take your question, but you should appreciate this is a difficult topic within the establishment. The bad blood between our two societies is positively virulent.
And how about the Phoenicians, that rogue faction?
I would prefer not to dignify the thieves and murderers of the Phoenician Navy with an introduction. Sadly, as chivalry endures, so too does piracy. There are mercenary sans frontiers, sans loyalties, even to the highest bidder. Wherever there is a claim to jump, you can rely on their tasteless gold-ringed fingers to be stained with either dirty money or blood.
And when you click the bubble again, goes away. So I just wanted to show you that because there's going to be a lot of quests and a lot of missions in the Secret World that deal with investigations, and whether that has to be going out to Google using the handy-dandy web browser, or whether it's actually talking to the NPCs in the game, there's a lot you can learn from just about everybody out here, except for these guards. These guards, apparently, they can't talk. They're just mindless little drones.
No
Hi,
point
buddy.
in lingering.
Hi, buddy. Hey. Hey, look at me. Look at me. Yeah. Okay, but they're not important anyway. Okay, so this is the Crucible. This is actually where all the training for the Templars is done, all the combat training. Before I go down and talk to that lovely guy, Brigadier Leth there, because that's again a story-based quest and I don't want to give anything away, I just wanted to show you, again, the aesthetic in this place is gorgeous. All the classical paintings, the red carpet, the sensuous leather chairs, the bar. It's like a scene out of The Shining. It's almost creepy in its own sense. Heck, they even have demons just hanging up, chained up, ready for you to attack. I'm going to stop the recording real quick, go through the story quest, and then we'll pick it right back up with how you train some of these different weapons on these slaved monsters. Okay, I'm back, and we've got to actually pick a weapon and use it. The blade is currently off limits for the beta. We get to talk more about that later, past the embargo dates. And the hammer we've seen before, the knuckle spikes we've seen before, we've seen the assault rifle and the shotgun. But I believe all the focuses for the different magics are over here. And I really want to try out elemental, so I think that's what we're going to go with this guy. So you click on this icon and see this is a quest icon, that little running guy. It's like an attack, a combat quest, combat-oriented quest. And just like the other menus when you talk to an NPCs, you pull it up, you click accept, and now I've received my quest to learn elementalism. This is the first weapon. What you're doing right now is you're learning your first weapon for the game and earning your first anima points. So press I to open the inventory. Oh, and look, there's my first basic set of gear. I equip my focus, which is this little chain thing that's now on my hip. I equip my luck talisman, my waist talisman, my occult talisman, finger talisman, neck talisman, wrist talisman. Look at how my health is going up from 1500 to 1922. And my head talisman. So obviously that didn't do anything for the physical look of my guy. That's all based on clothing. It has nothing to do with gear and stats. You can look completely different from whatever gear it is you're wearing. The only thing that shows up on your character is going to be that main weapon you use. So I also got my first AP. That's the inventory tutorial. And I wanted to go show you how to spend that if I could. So the ability wheel comes up. I've got elementalism. And automatically I've got shock. And I've got combust. But I can also buy ignite, which is really what I wanted to do. So you click on it. Oh no, they don't give me any AP. I thought I would. We'll earn that soon. We'll earn that soon. I have combust and I have shock. So let's go use that on some of these dummies here, huh? This guy. He's just hanging there. He's pretty. He's a good-looking guy. See, I'm building points. If you notice, I'm building these points kind of like combo points, and that opened up this skill. So I use that, and there you go.
Ability points are used to purchase the abilities that determine how a character fights. The ability wheel can be opened by pushing N.
So, what did he just tell us? Hey, guess what? We earned our skill points and my anima points. So skill points first. Let's go to elemental magic. And let's put an additional point in damage, which will, my elemental abilities, these are sort of default things. These aren't actives or passives. They're part of the actual skill of using it. So the more points in these you put, the better, I guess the better effectiveness you'll have at using these abilities. So one skill point in damage, and we'll put one skill point in support. There we go. Just for now. And I also have 2 AP to use, I believe. So we'll buy Ignite, which I really wanted before. And we'll buy Elemental Force. And they automatically equip down here. Isn't that cool? You can move these around. But right now, these are the only passives that I really actually have. You can tell it where you want to equip it. See? Click on the skill again. Equip. That part. These are a little bit more different to drag around, but you can do it that way too. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. There we go. So those are the skills. I just bought some, as you can tell. Using shock. There's Ignite. Ignite has a bit of a cooldown. Build my points up. Worth mentioning, the entire time I'm doing this I can move. You will need to. Obviously these guys are not doing anything to me. But in the real world, once you start the combat, which we'll get to a little bit later with the video, you'll see that they actually move and attack you. And yes, the music is very appropriate, very Hannibal Lecter-esque. Anyway, that's a brief idea at the sort of training part for the Templars, the crucible, as they call it, and I've just picked up the elemental skills, my first few passives and my first few actives. Hey guys, I'm back again with one final little bit of video. I wanted to show you what happens on your way out of the starting area once you've got your first skills and weapons and abilities, and when you're on your way out of the starting area into the first real zone, which is Kingsmouth. Well, hello there, midriff. Take a look at my map here. Again, as you can see, there's my character. There's lots of people walking around. Well, not lots of people, but enough for a creepy-ass London town. You can go in these buildings just real briefly if you want to see. Not much going on here, but this is the bank. Can't really do anything with the area yet. It is beta after all. And I am essentially level 1, even though there are no levels in the Secret World. That's basically what I am. I want to show you while I was looking here, you do have an experience bar, and it'll show you how close you are to getting your next bits and pieces, your abilities and skill points. So it's not like you won't be earning experience, you're just not earning traditional levels. You move on a more lateral progression and less of a vertical, like 1 to level 100 progression. It's all about getting skill points. Your gear will sort of vertically progress your stats, as you saw, but when it comes to skill points, you don't have to worry about levels or anything like that. So this is Eldwick Station in London. We're going to the underground. We're going to see this big glowing portal of light. This leads to Agartha. Agartha, as some of you might already be familiar with, is sort of a portal, a waypoint, a nether region of the world that we didn't think exists. So I had traveled to Agartha. Loading pretty fast, to be honest. It's a bit of artwork for Agartha, and here we are. I'm gonna let this video go because it's pretty cool. You guys just have to see. Those giant, massive constructs.
Now this is the Hollow Earth.
No, that's not Tom Hanks from the Polar Express.
I do hope you're not here for the local
Looks like
service. It's running somewhat tardy. And by my watch, it's 100 years overdue at 1/4 the hour. Judging from the cut of you, you're more of a world traveller. Well, you've come to the right place. This
guy looks like Hugh
underground
Jackman,
realm,
I've
like
decided.
the great British rail system, is the very model of efficiency. Agartha's thoroughfares sprout from the Tree of Life and connect back to the surface. Distance and time bend in here. Why, you can cross the globe in a brisk walk. Of course, it's perfectly safe. No one's entirely sure how it works. Quite bedeviled, the science boffins, but I'm assured they have their top men on it.
Oh,
top men.
Look at that! Raiders of the Lost Ark reference. Who wrote this? I
You'll
love
need
them.
one of these.
And there's my dogs
Mind
barking.
your fingers.
Don't mind them.
Thank you. Fascinating devices. Fortunately, there's
A little
still
bit of
enough
work
to
in
hand
progress
out like
there.
sweets.
Obviously not an honest,
Consider it your
actual
anchor
device.
to the Hollow Earth. It can return you here in a flash, proverbially and quite literally.
Nice magical
Well then,
way to
onwards
explain
to
how
the
you
New England
teleport
coast.
from
What?
one area of the world to the other. This place called Agartha. So these big constructs, if I need to find out, again, I can talk to the station master.
Let's
It's
look
pretty
forward.
sweet.
What?
If I need to know where the hell I'm going, just click on this guy and say, hey, I need to go to Kingsmouth. Oh, thank you for pointing me in that direction. Thank you. Appreciate it. Watch your step. Don't fall through there. Actually, I don't even know if I can. Nope. Look at that. See, you can just walk on that. That's what you're supposed to do anyway. And now, oh, I'm gonna puke. I'm gonna throw up. That's an easy way to get there. Let's do that again. And, oh, look out, big guy. Okay. Just puked a little bit in my mouth. Try it one more time. No, not that way. Wait, yes. I'm all confuddled. I have no idea. Do it again. Oh, look at that. So tell me that's not the coolest way to travel. And here we are. We can go to Kingsmouth. So again, that is the Agartha underground, sort of the supernatural railway between places in the secret world. I just entered Kingsmouth. How can you tell? Because I'm in some creepy-ass pirate ship. That's what happens when you're in Maine. You're always in pirate ships. So this is right when you get out of Agartha. This is where you come to. You land in that area, as you can tell. This is the resurrection point to the Agartha entrance. So if you die, if you manage to somehow die this early in the game, you'll be right back here. And before I head down this hill, I just want to tell you I'm going to have to cut the video because there's some cool story quest content I don't want to spoil for you here. But essentially what you're going to find out, without going into too much detail, is this town of Kingsmouth is being overrun by a nasty fog right out of Stephen King's novels. And people are turning into zombies and undead nightmares, and the whole town's in shambles, and you're here to sort of help them out and figure out what's going on. Okay, so I'm back. Talked to Jack Boone, had my little cinematic that I don't want to spoil for you. But as you can see, he's actually got your first quest, too, right after that. For a fistful of zombies. Jack Boone has a zombie problem. He shoots them, but they keep coming back. Finding out more about the zombies, what makes them tick, could go a long way towards solving that problem. So this is, you know, a basic kill quest at first. Gives you a lot of experience, and you can just hit accept.
Forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk.
Normally his mouth does move.
They're 6 feet.
Obviously work in progress right there.
I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you've got places to be.
It's like a mix of Wyatt Earp
the herd as you go.
and the redneck from The Walking Dead.
Figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid.
I really do hope there are
The end of the world waits for no man.
There is beer at the apocalypse. I just hope it's not Natty Light. So, kill zombies in the area around Jack's camp. As you can see, there are plenty to do this with. Let's look at my skills again. This one will do a single target damage. This one is a single target attack also. However, it looks like I don't have any area of effect spells. This is going to be interesting. Everything about me is fine. I'm okay. Not gonna die. Just keep running. So I killed 3 zombies. This is your looting mechanic when you see that come up. This Pax Romana is your income, your gold. Oh, they were totally eating that guy. Wish I had some area of effect skills right now. Should have kept that shotgun. That's okay. It's okay because they're afflicted. Busted. That works. Love lightning and fire. And I got something cool. A weapon toolkit. Okay, well that is for crafting, which we're not allowed to show you during this embargo, so we're not going to deal with it. But now I got the Fistful of Zombies is moved on to Tier 2, so it's not just a quest that you get and run and turn in. So now I have to jump on cars to trigger alarms. And yes, it does try to show you where you need to go. I haven't messed around yet to see if you can turn that off, but I'm assuming you can. Thing is you probably don't really want to. Unless you really, really want to explore quests like this. Let's combust almost there. Does anybody else like my hair? I love my hair. There's no shame in that. Can of gasoline. Oh, it's gonna ignite. Well, that'll definitely start the alarm. And now I'm on fire. So's he. I got an achievement. Killed 10 zombies. And I'm still on fire. Still burns. Kind of painful. Oh, there we go. Wow. Really wish I had some area defense skills right now. You can tell this is more about staying on the car and not getting eaten. There we go. Got a new dice talisman. That's kind of nice. We'll equip that. Increase my health a little bit. I'm up over 2,000. Do I do it again? Dare I? There we go. Oh, there's another one right on me. There we go. So elementalism, this is the first time I've used it, seems a little bit like a single target sort of mage type class. Not that that's a bad thing. A night gas cans. Oh, I did that once. Let's do it again. Reminds me of Left 4 Dead, just a little less terrifying. Oh! Oh my god, maybe I shouldn't have been standing on the gas can. Note to self. There we go. Draw zombies into fire. I think I can do that. Come on. Come into fire. Oh boy. Well, that's one way. That's one way to do it. And probably die in the process. So dead. Managing. Very close to death. Remember how I said you might die in the starter zone? Haha, how could anybody die in the starter zone? I now feel like a balloon. Wow. Okay. So, you probably don't want to attract that many zombies, but at least we know what happens when you're near death. And I don't have that handy-dandy heal that Zubari gave me. Okay. Let's keep moving. No more zombies for me. And find this half-eaten corpse. And this is tier 4 out of 5 for this quest. This mission. Not gonna blow up. No more. I'm gonna stay away from the sides of the road. This is a whole other quest. A note in the dead policeman's hand asks him to get more ammunition and return to the sheriff's office. This policeman obviously can't return, but the ammo is still direly needed. So I take the ammo from the pickup. Maybe bring it to the sheriff's office. Be a nice guy. But that's not the quest I'm on. I want to do this one. There we go. Examine the half-eaten corpses. Hey, you're not eaten. There. Where are there any half-eaten corpses? We're gonna find one. Is that one? Half-eaten? No. So it gives you a general area. But you don't really know. I think I see one. Might see one. Oh boy. Here's combust again. There we go. I feel very unprotected against this zombie horde. But that's okay. Let's just see. Yes. Corpse. that's familiar. Stay out of his way. Oh my god. Maybe burn him. That worked. Wow. Okay. So does that look familiar? It's like a bit of a tank. Anyway, I completed the quest. On my way to Kingsmouth town. Pretty powerful dude for somebody wearing a Justin Timberlake vest. And as we near the town, a whole story. Oh, look at that. That's why the People's Militia is a good thing. But before it gets to the cutscene and I spoil something for you, I'm going to cut out the video. I just wanted to give you a taste of the very early missions in the Secret World. Thanks again for watching. I'm Bill Murphy with MMORPG.com, and this is the Secret World's Press Beta.